Gotta make sure if I have enough of a headroom in this room. But if I kind of shake this one, the camera shakes. It's not the way my videos are supposed to look. God damn, everything's shaking. I am shaking, but just hold on. It's gotta be okay. Gotta check it out. Gotta check it out. The shot looks good. Hi YouTube. I got an insane feedback from my first video. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that, but you guys made my day. You inspired me a lot, so I hope guys you stay with me. You continue watching my videos. What's up? You really made my guys' day. Made my day, guys. I really appreciate every single one of y'all, and we've hit 12 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I like it. It keeps me inspired. You 12 people, I like every single one of y'all, really. And I really hope guys you find my videos very helpful and useful, because I'm planning on putting out more videos, maybe a couple of them in a week. And it takes a lot of time, and I really am willing to do it for you guys. So if you might be a guy, might be a lady, a pretty one, if you have any questions, just comment them out and I see them and I'll give you the question. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and stay tuned because a lot of new videos coming out soon. So let's break through to the first one. That's a very important question and kind of relevant thing for you guys who have been studying English for a long time, maybe attended some exchange programs or something, but then you kind of left your English behind because of some factors, maybe different ones. Today guys, I'm gonna give you some tips how to naturally maintain your level of English without any efforts. Let's get to it. The first one, reading books. You probably guessed it, you probably know it, but as simple as it might sound, you have to read books. Yeah, so different books, regular ones, about different topics, about different things, thrillers, horror movies, goddamn, horror stories, maybe something very funny, maybe something about documentary or history. As you always do, you just skim the story, the conclusion, the lesson, whatever it might be, and just keep on enjoying the story. What is going to happen is that you're gonna read the book and you're gonna remember how different sentences in English are structured and how flourishing the vocabulary is that the author used and how much you like it. And also you will be able to take out some very useful phrases and words, so you remember them, you put it in your head, and you will be able to use them later in your life. So yeah, the basic idea is that you read a book, you perceive the information or perceive the story, then you memorize whatever it is you want to memorize. Might be some words, might be some useful phrases, and looks like that's it. How do I make it look natural? No, hold on. If you need to look up some words that you haven't seen before, just do it very occasionally and as rarely as possible. Try to understand a separate word, a paragraph, the entire book without translating it. It will help you out a lot. What it's gonna do, it's gonna develop your natural read flow and gonna increase your level and the speed of understanding the language and the natural speed of reading the language. Yeah, as I said, just try to read, keep on reading without any translation, so you gotta understand the entire chunk of information, the whole structure, the whole story. Unless you're not pursuing a degree in literature where you're supposed to do some very complicated literature analysis and break things down. Gonna shoot. Oh yeah, the first one, you probably guessed it, was reading. The second one is a little bit more complicated. It's YouTube, TV series, movies, theater performances, whatever it is. These are a little bit more complicated because now you're dealing with different thing, which is listening. The listening comes in right now, and you're no longer dealing with different letters or alphabet or reading in general. And the same thing which I said about reading, you don't have to understand every single word or every single phrase from this film or podcast. That's not necessary. Just put it this way and think of it this way. That's kind of magical, really. So if you keep on listening to different podcasts, YouTube videos, or films, movies, you'll be able to understand different voices, nationalities, actors, whatever it is, that the intonation. How cool is that?
Cool.
You have one language, different accents, and you can understand a lot of people in the world. How cool is that?
Always wanted to be cool.
And one funny thing, it's both short-term thing and a long-term thing. The more you listen, the more flexible your kind of understanding and listening skill becomes. And you are able to understand a person from the US, to understand a person from the UK, and you can understand a person whose native language is kind of like freaking Punjabi.
You correct my English, I correct your face, stupid.
Or the Mandarin.
And a regular flat white? Oh, I couldn't understand that.
How cool
Like cool.
And now a couple of words about me. I really do not consider myself as a person who knows English very well, because for me personally, it's kind of the thing like sky's the limit. Because I want to get better. I'm not satisfied with the level I'm on right now, but I'm really proud of my ability to understand different people from different countries and nationalities. It's really cool. And how I did it? I've listened to a heck loads of YouTube content. It can be counted as thousands of hours, if not 100,000s of them. So now you might think that this is the way how to improve your listening and understanding of what people are saying, but nah, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's more. You don't really have a limit on this one, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because the passive listening is still a thing. So you can either develop your listening and learn new phrases and words, or you can develop your listening and learn phrases and words without knowing it. You have to find some videos that correspond your interest in life. Not because you have to watch these videos, but because you're gonna watch them anyway in your native language. So just do it in English. It's gonna be a little bit tougher, but once you do it, it's cool. I mean, you're gonna learn a lot of English thing, and you gotta perceive the information you were intending to perceive. God damn, 32 minutes, god damn it. So let's move to the third and last tip. The tip number 3, be flexible, be present, be aware of the situations that are happening around you. So let's say you're cruising down the street.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
And you see a situation, a regular one, then I really want you guys to think of how you would explain it in English. To be honest, guys, I don't know where you're from and what kind of an interesting situation you might encounter while you are
Cruising down the street.
But anyway, how is this being aware and flexible is going to affect your English? It's going to make your English a little bit more versatile, a lot more flexible. As you do this kind of exercise every single day, the thing of explaining something in English in your mind, so you'll be able to find some way arounds a lot more easier. You're not really limited. Limit. You don't really have a limit in this. That's how it works. In my personal observation, you'll be able to manage your English knowledge a lot more quicker, and what's important, a lot more productively. So just stick to it, because it's a long-term thing. Wait for the results, put in hard work, and good luck with it. So let's combine a couple of our today's tips and try to make an example. So let's say you're
Cruising down the street.
and you see a lot of people. Aside from the words and phrases you know in your native language, think of different words and phrases in English and how we would use them to explain this situation. Let's get some regular examples. So you're
Cruising down the street.
and see a lot of people, and you say, this is a lot of people, or you say, this is a huge crowd. But if you have used all the tips I gave you today and you see a lot of people, you would explain it a little bit different. You would remember all of these words you heard in a video that you watched, let's say 2 weeks ago, and a lot more phrases and useful vocabulary that you heard or seen in a book that you read a year ago. Combining all the words or phrases you have encountered from these videos, from the book, you might be able to come up with different explanations. Something like, oh, they swarmed up, or it's a riot,
Brian!
or it's a pandemonium, or a little bit more complicated, oh, that's a big chunk of society representatives, or any other set of words that your imagination lets you to produce. For me, that's the way it works, and how to make your English a little bit more versatile and a little bit more flexible. Being good at English, it's not the number of phrasal verbs or idioms you have. It's the ability to express your thoughts as clearly as possible. I'm super excited that you stopped by and watched this video. As always, thank you for watching. Stay with me, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment out all the mistakes I made in this video, and please tell me what I should do to make you like my videos even more, and tell me what kind of problem I should break down next time. Stay up, big fellas. Peace out.